Hello, all my peoples! It's time once again to answer your questions on Ask Brian. So I asked you guys on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook to ask me some questions for today's Ask Brian, and you guys did not disappoint. You guys sent in hundreds of questions, and that is awesome. So I'm here today to answer some of the ones I picked out, so let's get to them. Charles Sakarik asks, when did you first get into doing voices and why? I did my first impression whenever I was 13 years old. I was watching an episode of Full House and I saw Joey Gladstone doing all these voices and I thought, well, I bet I could do that if I wanted to. So like the next voice Joey did was like Scooby-Doo, so I thought, I wonder if I could do that. Oh, I can do Scooby. And I did not know what that would spark. But yeah, Scooby-Doo was the first voice that I ever learned how to do. I showed it to my friends, they went nuts, and I said, hey, let's come up with more voices. And the next thing you know, boop, I'm where I am today. MaddenCam11, aka Camden Kid, asks, Apple or Android? Oh, I am Apple man. Everything I use is Apple. Macintosh! Eric Sparky Chavez asks, will you do more video game impressions in the future? Also, will you do entire games or bunch famous ones up? Yes, I really want to start getting into some video game impressions. I know that I want to do some Nintendo voices. People have been asking me non-stop for Kingdom Hearts. So I will tell you guys now, I will make one. I don't know when, but I will make one. Right below, tell me what video games you guys want me to do impressions of, and I'll look through those and see if I can't find something that we can do together. But yeah, I definitely want to start getting the video game. Video game. I totally didn't even mean to do that. Danielle Corral asks, do you like Harry Potter? Greetings from Italy. Oh yeah, I love Harry Potter. I don't know if I'd say I'm as big a fan as like Brizzy Voices or Tessa Netting, but I do really enjoy the Harry Potter movies. In fact, I just got done rewatching all of them again, and I was like, oh my gosh, I missed this! Which means you guys could be seeing some Harry Potter videos in the near future. Wait, I wasn't supposed to tell you that yet. Obliviate! The Real Malia Hawk asks, what animation director would you like to work with the most? John Lasseter. Any of my friends who know me personally will say that he is my biggest inspiration, and I won't shut up about him. Just because I'm like, I love what he does. I love the fact that he is now the CCO of Disney and Pixar. He's just awesome. And the crazier thing is, he knows who I am, and he wanted to meet me, but unfortunately the day that Disney flew me out from Texas way back when, he was at Pixar. And I know this because some of the people that I met at Disney were like, oh yeah, John Lasseter loves your videos. He really wanted to meet you, but unfortunately he's at Pixar today. What? But we haven't actually met yet, so I'm hoping one day that can happen. And especially now that I live in LA, at some point I'm sure we can make this happen, but I don't know when. Susanna asks, what was your favorite thing about VidCon? So yeah, as a lot of you guys know, VidCon was this weekend over in Anaheim, and for those of you guys who don't know what VidCon is this huge convention for people who make online video content, such as myself. It's where we can meet our fans, it's where we can meet a community of the creators. It's totally awesome. I met some awesome fans over at VidCon. You guys were most excellent. I made some great contacts with some great other YouTubers, which means you may be getting some more collabs coming up soon. But the best part about VidCon was as soon as I got done with my Disney panel that I was on over with the Maker booth, all of us left the stage, we went around, took some pictures and autographs and stuff, and then all of a sudden, like, every YouTuber that I watched just happened to show up in the same place. Like, I'm sitting there talking, and all of a sudden, Brizzy Voice just shows up, and then Andre the Black Nerd, and then Nick Patera. All of these people just kept showing up, and we're just like, oh my gosh, I know you! Oh my gosh, I know you! We're YouTubers! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! There was like, I don't know, 12 or 13 of us by the time it was all over. Zach Powers 97 asks, do you plan on doing any covers in the near future, such as Let It Go and Hello? Yes, you will definitely be getting more of these. I plan on doing a lot more. I really want to make these a regular feature on my show. Not every week, just because it takes too long to make them every single week. But I definitely want to start making more. I've got at least 3 more planned before the end of this year to do. I've already come up with the concepts and stuff, now it's just making them happen. So yes, you will be getting more. Z-Man231 asks, What voice requires a lot of movement with your voice/throat? Pumbaa actually takes more energy than any other voice that I've ever learned how to do. Like, I cannot do his voice sitting down. I have to stand up. I have to use my diaphragm. I feel like I'm using every inch of my body just to get that voice out. Escalera92 asks, if you never had the talent of character voices, what would you have wanted to do as a career? Actually, I was already planning on doing this before Let It Go happened. I wasn't planning on pursuing voice acting, but Let It Go changed everything. But what I was planning to do was actually to go into the ministry and be a music minister. And I still do church ministry as much as I can. Not as much as I'd like to right now, but eventually I'll probably be able to do more. HootL420 asks, what character from any movie/show would you want to have as a pet? Toothless! I want Toothless! Because think about it. Number one, you get to fly. He flies you around everywhere. How awesome is that? Number two, he's one of the most loving characters there is. Once you form a bond with a dragon, boom, that's it. He's your best friend for life. I love it. I want a dragon. Sana Ali 511 asks, light or dark side?
Light side! Yoda, Yoda, Yoda!
Mandy Schmidt asks, what is your favorite thing to do at Disneyland? Not just rides, but maybe a restaurant or just a favorite place. My favorite place at Disneyland is in California Adventure in the animation building. That whole room, as soon as you walk in, it's just magical. So you walk into this room and the wall is just this huge giant circle with all these TVs, and they just play like clips and concept art and songs from Disney movies, and I could just sit there all day long. Rampage Racer 86 asks, do you hurt your throat when doing voices? If yes, which voices? No, they never hurt. I live by this motto. If a voice hurts whenever you're doing it wrong. So like if I figure out a voice, it finally works, but it hurts my throat, I have to figure out another way to do it to where it doesn't hurt. And being a classically trained musician, I was always told if you're singing and it hurts, you're doing it wrong. And I took that principle and applied it to my voices, and so far it's done wonders. So no, it does not hurt my voice. And if you're learning voices right now, it should never hurt your voice. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Ask Brian. Don't forget to ask your questions below. Just hashtag Ask Brian so that I can find it. And don't forget to like, comment, share with your friends. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!